Evet arkadaşlar, bugün Batman'in yeni serisine başladık. İkinci sezon oyununu oynayacağız. Varsayılan hikayeyle devam ediyoruz. Yine her zamanki gibi Türkçe altyazısıyla birinci bölümle devam edeceğiz. Bakalım açılırsa neden olmasın. Hadi bakalım başlıyoruz.
One fateful night, my parents gave their lives for me. They became my heroes, their legacy untouchable. Until I learned the truth. My father, Thomas Wayne, was a criminal. He ruled over Gotham from the shadows. And
Acı
everything
gerçekleri
I
öğrendik.
knew about myself changed forever. The children of Arkham exposed the truth about my father to Gotham. Their attack turned friends into enemies and threw the city into chaos. I was committed
Şöyle
to
bir şey var.
Arkham
İlk
Asylum,
sezonda çok kötü
where I
kararlar
escaped with
verdiğimi
the help of a
düşünmüyorum
mental
ben.
patient named John Doe. After a bloody battle, I put an end to it all in the catacombs beneath the city. The Penguin, Two-Face, and Lady Arkham were the first real challenge I faced as the Batman. But they would
Evet.
not be the last.
Bence de.
Spring has arrived in Gotham, and with it comes City Hall's quarterly crime report. Crime is way down since the fall of the Children of Arkham, marking another triumph for newly minted Police Commissioner James Gordon. In a statement this morning, Gordon credited his success to the public partnership between the police and the Batman. He praised the mysterious vigilante for his sacrifice, describing him as essential to the security of the city. Things are looking up,
Yeni düşman.
citizens. After the long, dark winter comes the thaw.
Riddle
Now,
mıydı
if
bunun
only
adı?
the Knights could win a game, everyone would be happy.
Öğleden sonra 11:42. Drago. Öğleden sonra dedi gece herhalde.
Rumi Mori, import-export magnate, one-time Pipex CEO, international arms dealer. The world sees Mori as a legitimate businessman.
Elimiz gene klavyenin üstünde olsun da
who gives to
her an her
charity,
şey
not
olabilir.
a criminal getting rich off the suffering of innocence. A masterful performance. I wonder if a man hides in plain sight for that long, does he forget who he really is? What
Evet
do you think,
evet.
Master Bruce? Must be hard to stay true to yourself.
We all wear masks in public. Every day is 1,000 little
Her günün
performances.
Perhaps,
küçük
but
performans.
some are more encompassing than others.
Masks are hard to maintain. If there are cracks in Maury's, we'll find them.
The GCPD
Oo,
already
gözlerinde
bugged
lens
his
var.
penthouse and found nothing, meaning that if he's doing arms deals in Gotham,
They happen on the casino floor. I need to find a way to hear what Maury is saying.
standing by for support. Look for something with a microphone. The Bat computer can intercept it.
Consumer model. Could be a good way to hear Maury's conversation. He certainly enjoys the good life, doesn't he?
Made a fortune running guns during the Arab Spring. Diversified into biotech shortly after. From what I understand, he's not one for pinching pennies.
Al, I'm hacking into Maury's phone.
Encrypting your signal. Last thing we want is for him to know you're here. We're in. You should be able to pick up audio from Maury's phone.
Is everyone enjoying themselves? Don't worry. I won't tell anyone with a badge.
He's on a roll. It's only a matter of time before he gets too chatty.
Try to blend in.
Gel gel Batman
I've
oynayalım
been
gel.
sitting over there wondering,
Hayrola.
what's Bruce Wayne doing in a place like this? I figured you went to fancier casinos. Someplace where only high rollers go.
Don't tell anyone, but I'm here undercover.
Don't worry, I can keep a secret.
Ya git, bütün kadınlar aynısınız.
What in the hell are you doing here?
Stop me if you've heard this one before. I begin and have no end.
and I end all that begins. Who am I?
I don't give a
Bilmeceyi bana sormaz
I told you
inşallah.
10 times. Our arrangement is over.
Death, Mori. I am death. Something's happening, and it doesn't look like a deal.
The man in the hood. I remember him from your father's time. I think that's Riddler.
Riddler.
Is something wrong? You seem distracted. Bruce,
You think your gibberish intimidates me?
How about we go back to my place?
oh,
I'll call my driver. Meet me outside?
well, since you put it like that, I never do this, you know.
You know, me neither.
No one threatens me in my own casino. Security!
Sir, it's time to leave.
For you? An easy one. What question can you never answer yes to?
I don't give a crap. Let's go.
Wrong. The correct answer is, are you dead?
Oo, kanlı oyun. Ananı avradını Allah, her yer kan.
Now, let's get started.
Get out of there. Get your suit.
Takımımı nerede giyiyorum acaba?
Al, let Gordon know what's happening.
Right away.
Hey, no one leaves!
Shift ve E'ye aynı anda basmam gerekiyor. Ha. Ben sırayla Shift E, hani böyle CTRL alt del basarmış gibi.
Commissioner Gordon on the line. Scrambling audio now.
Gordon.
Batman, what's the status?
Bunu da bana bastırıyor ya. Bu sezon bu arabayı kullanalım ya.
Multiple
Lütfen.
gunmen, hostages at the casino. A madman in a mask.
Kendinden bahsediyor
Riddler's
acaba.
back in Gotham. Riddler? He hasn't been seen in years.
Well, he's putting on quite a show.
Başka bir şey yok zaten. Niye o kadar? Hani bunu tıklamak için de
There's a
yapma
squad on the
yani.
way. They'll be there shortly.
Be ready for a fight.
Allah, bu oyunu ben sırf hikayeyi merak ettiğim için oynuyorum ha. Batman diyorsunuz. Batman huydur bende.
Please, please. We can make the deal. Anything you want.
Our issues can't be solved with handshakes, Mori. This is what happens when you back out of a deal with me. There's only one way you're getting out of this alive. You have to solve a riddle. And I choose my
Bilmeceleri de
words
zor ha.
carefully if I were you. Listen closely.
No, please. Don't do this.
Without fingers, I point. Without arms, I strike. Without feet, I run.
Soru zor.
I've got visual.
That drone fully functional.
I'll need a place to drop in without being noticed. Time for some
Ben mi
recon.
yerleştireceğim?
It's a tricky one, isn't it?
Ben yerleştiriyorum onu.
bender that scratches at the very nature of our existence. The mere pondering of which can
Ben ne yapacağım şimdi? Dur bakayım. Şuna bakalım.
Some kind of torture device.
Doesn't seem like he's getting out until he guesses the riddle.
This Riddler certainly has an imagination.
Once it's in there.
Buna da bakalım. Herhalde sıra sıra bakacağız gene.
A terror from the past. I never thought I'd see him on our streets again. He's not to be taken lightly.
Choose your words carefully, Mori. You only have so many fingers. It'll be that much harder.
Riddler's taken hostages, casino patrons, innocent bystanders.
And they're clearly not his main target. Must be an insurance policy.
Vay. Hiç çok böyle rahat hareket etmiyor ha.
Cashier's booth. That'll do. Just need to take out the guard first.
Oğlum dikkat çekmeyecek mi?
Audio playback fully functional.
Time for a distraction.
İkinci sezonu biraz daha güzel gibi.
I'm losing patience, Maury. Are you expecting a hint? Give me an answer.
Batman, we can't get in. The front's covered by gunmen and they've got the back barricaded with blackjack tables. How should I deploy when we're inside? I'm relying on your eyes and ears. What's the best course of action?
We need a distraction. Find a way to limit their line of sight.
Sounds like a plan.
Ya mantıken ne diyorum? Cepheye dalsalar rehineler ölebilir.
You're completely insane.
No, I don't believe that's it.
I'll clear a path. Wait for my signal.
Give him hell. We're counting on you.
Yapma. Bağla. Oğlum bir dakika, ben o şeyi görmedim bu arada ha. Son anda lan.
Batman! You're ahead
Selam.
of schedule. I'm a little busy right now, but I'll see if I can fit you in.
Mümkün değil.
Not him, the hostage. Shoot the hostage!
Bastım. Ha, lan bir an yapamadım zannettim ha. Bu oyunda da yapamama o şeyin var yani. Adamın ne biçim konular ya.
Batman clearly isn't using his head. Break it open.
With pleasure.
Dostum biz bu oyunu dün oynamıyoruz yani ha. Aslan parçası. Oğlum bak yiyeceksin daya. Kırmalar falan. Bir God of War çocuğuyuz. Şoklayacağım lan onu, ne bağlayacağım onu sana.
I've heard stories in the streets about you, Batman.
Ne
You're the biggest
hikayeler?
name in Gotham since I left town. Everyone's very impressed
Oğlum
with
en son
you.
sis bombası falan atacaklardı, ne oldu?
I'm not impressed. Gotham's criminals have become zealots and thugs in cheap suits. And you, I've come home to find a wannabe in my chair. Eating my goddamn porridge. This is my city. Now I'm back.
You don't know me, Riddler. You have no idea what you're up
Böyle
against.
iddialı olalım,
You
korkutalım.
think you're so special. You're not the first hero I've put down. You're supposedly the world's greatest detective. Yet here you are.
Gordon, now!
Completely. Oh, you have to be kidding.
Şaka yapar gibi halimiz var oğlum.
But not smart enough.
Yo, gayet zekice.
Let me show you how it was done back in the day.
No.
Brawling like a common street hood.
Ne istiyorsun oğlum? Lazer silahlarıyla mı
Just
dövüşelim?
doesn't do it for me.
Ben çözemem lan onu.
Follow
Ben bulamadım aga. Buldum. Aşağıdaymış lan. Ben aşağıda olduğunu bilmiyordum. Lan bu herifin refleksleri de ne kadar iyiymiş ya.
That's cheating!
Think I care about your rules?
I'd heard you were a man who followed a code. Why would you save that dirtbag's life? Maury made his money running guns, trading off the suffering of war.
I believe in justice. Maury deserves a trial in a court of law. If he's guilty, his cell will be right next to yours.
Justice.
Karavanız oğlum.
Ridiculous.
Kafa karıştırmayın ha.
Either way, you won't be the one to put me there.
Ha, belli bir hareketti o yani. Batman'cim yeme şunları ya. Anam avradına. Takacak kancayı bize herif ya. Uf. Ne kadar kalkıyor ya. Kalkma artık.
You know how to scrap. I'll give you that. But it's not enough. Let's see how you do with something a little more cerebral. Better hurry, detective. Solve my puzzle soon. Or people are gonna get hurt. And we know you can't let that happen.
Keşke bağlasaydık ya. Ne bileyim. Sıralamayı öyle yaptım ama. Oğlum. Bu sezon daha çok böyle kim? Pikachu mu?
You should have called us before going in, Gordon.
Waller?
After all, we're here to help.
Acaba başka süper kahraman görecek miyiz? Kim bilir? Galiba bir bölüm daha bitmedi. Bir de bu olayımız var şimdi.
Circuitry inside, but nothing obviously dangerous. The back computer will be able to analyze further.
O zaman alacağız mantıken. Ben çözeyim hemen orada acı. Bana göster. Ben hallederim onu.
Your days are numbered, bat freak. We'll see each other again.
Yeah, whatever.
Keep one eye in the sky, jerk-offs. Heavens are gonna fall on your goddamn heads.
Tell me all about it down at the precinct.
The Riddler's right hand in custody. Not a bad result, all told.
Kısmen.
Riddler used to leave clues at all his crime scenes. Always thought he was smarter than the people trying to catch him. Thought we could use help dragging him down.
Arrogance like that will be his undoing. He keeps showing off, he's bound to make a mistake.
Maybe, but we can't underestimate him. Riddler's heyday was a dark time in Gotham. What we just saw, he hasn't mellowed with age.
Get Fernandez on it right away. Commissioner Gordon.
Brace yourselves. Just so you know, this woman has a lot of juice with the governor. Rub her the wrong way, I could end up on foot patrol till I retire.
My people are trained for situations like this, Gordon. We'd have Riddler in custody if you'd only picked up the phone. So, you're the legendary Batman. I've heard a great deal about you. So much so, I don't know if I should believe the hype.
I don't know who you think you are, but I don't like your attitude.
Who I think I am?
Kim olduğunu sanıyorsun sen?
Well, I
Kaka
know
kartın
I'm
yeni
your new
galiba.
best friend.
This is Amanda Waller, director of the agency.
What are the feds doing here?
Riddler's their case. The GCPD has been asked to open our doors to them. Give them whatever they need.
We've been tracking that maniac for some time. No one knows more about him than we do. World-class criminals like Riddler, they're kind of our specialty.
If you were tracking him, why didn't you tell us he was coming?
We get a lot of unverified reports. I wanted to be sure.
Now we know.
Riddler used to be a player in Gotham back when Thomas Wayne and Falcone ran the city. He disappeared so suddenly and for so long, everyone thought he was dead. Everyone was wrong. Riddler's back, and if these theatrics are anything to go by, he wants the whole city to know. My people tell me you did some good work handling Batman.
Sevmediğim birini dinlerken ben.
You and me?
Evet.
I bet we'd make a damn fine team. I heard how you dealt with Lady Arkham. Not to mention that filth, Oswald Cobblepot.
I work with Gordon. No one else.
I appreciate loyalty.
Hatırlasın lan, ne olacak?
That's the issue.
Allah Allah.
The only real problem with your setup is who you're working with. Local law enforcement clearly can't cut
I
it.
got a local crime rate says otherwise. Ms. Waller,
Please, Commissioner. Tear gas. In a hostage situation, we got an ambulance full of civilians with their eyes swollen shut. Not to mention you let Riddler slip through your fingers. You GCPD cowboys clearly don't know what you're doing.
you're putting all this on me?
You're the commanding officer, aren't you?
You can't put this on Jim. I called for a distraction.
Then maybe you're not as impressive as I thought. I'm here to prevent this incompetence in the future.
Ben bu karıyı döverim ha.
I gotta get a security detail on Maury while he's in the hospital. Agent Avesta will fill you in on what we know so far, as a token of interdepartmental cooperation.
The nerve on her. Don't tell these people a thing, especially about that puzzle. This is our town. We're the ones that'll catch Riddler.
Evet, Gordon. Merak
Oof.
etme.
I thought you was gonna bite your head off for a second.
I'd like to see her try.
Special Agent Iman Avesta, Field Intelligence Specialist on the Riddler case. And my partner, Agent Blake.
How do you do?
I put together this psychological profile of Riddler. You'll see when you read it. He's changed. For your eyes only, if you catch my drift. The target of the casino attack, Rumi Mori. Any idea what Riddler wanted with him? We figure it has something to do with why he's back in Gotham.
He's a madman. You can't look for reason in someone so clearly deranged.
Riddler does show signs of an obsessive-compulsive disorder, but he's calculating, fiercely intelligent. I'd be surprised if this wasn't part of the
Ajanlarla
big
uğraşmak
plan.
zor ya.
Let me know if you think of anything. It'd be a help. I'm Gotham born and raised, you know. My dad ran a store in the shadow of City Stadium. I just wanted to say it's a real honor to meet you. I do have something I want to ask, though.
Bu akşam boşum.
Criminally insane. You're drawn to them, aren't you? There's something in you that pulls you towards the danger. The chaos, the energy.
I don't like what you're insinuating.
Of course,
Keep your pop psych evaluations to Riddler and stay out of my head.
Haydi bakayım.
I'm sorry.
Haydi bakayım.
I didn't mean to pry.
Yalal. Artist.
I think I know you a little
Hazreti
better.
Batman Bey diyeceksiniz.
I'll be in touch. Agent.
Batman, before you go, Gotham's your city. I respect that. But you should know I don't have to play nice. I'm letting you hunt the Riddler for now. You better share everything you find. Or
Yoksa?
this courtesy call is gonna become something you really won't like. You get me? There's a lot of ways this could go.
Hiçbir şey demeyeceğiz. Seni diyoruz şeyimize takmadık. Umrumuzda değilsin. Bu kadar. Haydi bakayım. Öğleden önce yani sabah saatleri bize göre gece sabah namazından yarım saat önce Batman malikanesinde
What an eventful evening.
bilgisayar değişmiş sanki ya.
I've taken the liberty of preparing some refreshments.
Thanks, Al. I need to
İnşallah şu
focus.
kutu bize sorun çıkarmaz ya.
Maybe music will help.
Müzik. Caz hazır mı?
I need something cool.
Caz iyidir. Ne açıyor? Göreydik oğlum sanatçıyı.
The computer is finished scanning the Riddler's puzzle box. It's ready when you are.
Let's get to work.
Ben sesi kapattım galiba. Niye bakıyorum ben buradan? Niye böyle yaptı? Ha ben yürüyeceğim ha. Bak burada gördüğünüz gibi koleksiyonlarım var. İlk sezondan Lady Arkham'ın, Penguin, Two-Face bir de bu kim? Catwoman. Gidiyoruz. WASD yürümem gerekiyormuş bunu anlayana
No
kadar.
explosives detected, no radioactivity. Nothing dangerous at all so far.
Computer, run another scan. I want to be absolutely sure this thing is safe.
Yani
Also,
mağaraya havaya uçurmasın değil
I
mi?
took the liberty of digging up everything I could find on the agency. There's plenty here. Know your enemy and all that.
Elleri titriyor.
It comes and goes. Ever since the kidnapping and all the other business with Lady Arkham.
Travma.
No, don't you worry about me. No, I should be fine. It was worse after my first tour of duty.
Your family, Alfred. We worry about family.
Thank you, Bruce.
Aile için Dom Toretto geliyormuş sana.
Working always helps.
Evet hadi şuraya bir bakalım. Ah. Oo. Bakalım elimizde neler var. Bilgi önemlidir. Bu neymiş? Gaton beslemesi mi? Eriş bakalım neler var. Gaton beslemesini destekliyor falan filan. Evet. Ay ısırdım. Bunun işleri daha görünen yönetiyorum. Dükkan sahibi sesini yeteri rekor kırdı. Dentin duruşma tarihi ertelenmiş. Gazete araştırması ajans nedir? Ajans olarak polis bunların kim olduklarını bilmiyorum. Ama ortaya çıktıklarının etkili onlar oluyor. Ne yaptıklarını biliyormuş kadar etkiler. Kapapat için örnek mahkum diyor. Yalanlıyor onu. Evet ajans
The agency.
dosyaları.
The public face of a shadow committee of military leaders, intelligence experts, and government officials. Civil rights violations, domestic black sites, decentralized accountability.
Ben güvenmiyorum bu ajansa.
Information, it's all before Waller took over the director position. Perhaps she's given them a new direction.
Maybe, but the agency's empowered to override local law enforcement with impunity.
Yani polisi ezip
That
geçiyor
man's got some
adamlar.
competition
Federalden
in town.
değiller. Daha böyle
I
şey.
wonder if we need be worried about losing our unpaid and thoroughly exhausting job, I mean.
The Riddler's a flashy homicidal maniac with a thing for puzzles, and Waller and her agency might be just as dangerous.
Lanet olsun federal.
Again, Waller may be running a more ethical
FBI,
operation
open the door.
these days.
Riddle dosyalarına bakalım.
Yes. Riddler terrorized this city long before you were Batman.
Gotham's original costumed criminal.
Orijinal kostüm suçlusu.
To have him returned, it's unsettling.
Mesela bazı şeylerde Riddle çok kötü gösteriliyor orada. Yani kötü derken böyle hani ezik, böyle çok güçlü değil.
It was presumed dead for so long.
Ama
Why
bu
come
oyunda
back
falan
to
bayağı güçlü
Gotham?
yani.
Well, he seemed to have a prior relationship with Maury. Some kind of axe to grind. Let me upload the rest of this to the Codex. The agency realized Riddler was still alive when he orchestrated a prison break at Peña Duro.
My men here say you let yourself get caught, Mr. Riddler.
Just Riddler.
Why willingly turn yourself in?
Oh, Mr. Warden, to get everyone else out, of course. That wasn't obvious?
The man's deranged. If you ask me, he needs help. He's clearly sick. The man is in urgent need of a doctor.
I know just the place for him. Plenty of room at Arkham Asylum.
Next to him, most of the inmates seem like a picture of health.
What was that?
You should see your face. Its confusion is delightful. I think I'll take it with me.
I take everything back.
Evet, Kodex'teki dosyalarımızın hepsi arkadaşlar gördüğünüz gibi burada. Hepsini kopyalıyoruz. Hepsini alıyoruz bilgi dağarcığımıza. Ya bunu hep yapıyorum ya. Üf. Geçen oyunlarda da çok yaptım bunu. Evet, bakalım şu neler varmış. Şu kutuyu da incelemek istiyorum.
Let's see what Riddler's little gift is all about.
Ben
Solve
orada
my
açmıştım,
puzzle
orada.
soon, or people will get hurt.
Açıyorsun.
Riddler's MO hasn't changed in all these years.
Aç anasını satayım ya, ne olacak?
There's writing engraved along the rim.
Nasıl buldu
I
ya?
have an eye, yet cannot see. Who am I?
That sounds familiar. I've heard it before.
Bir gözüm var ama
Don't happen to
göremiyorum.
remember the answer, do you?
Sadly, no.
Ben nereden bileyim lan? Tek gözüm var ama göremiyorum. Kimim ben? Yine gözü, tek gözlü Joker, kör adalet. Kör adalet.
Justice. How it relates to Batman, maybe. Lady Justice is blindfolded to show she's impartial.
Salladım.
She has two eyes under the blindfold, though, not one.
So it's something else.
Değil miymiş? Tek gözüm var ama göremiyorum. Kimim ben? Kasırga gözü.
Eye of a hurricane.
It fits the description in the riddle, but I'm not sure how it helps us.
Alfred, sen de
Even if
beğenmiyorsun
there
ha.
were hurricanes in Gotham, it's hard to imagine one helping us with the object in question.
Lan tek gözlü Joker çıkacak ama
If
onu
that
sana
is
bırakıyorum.
indeed the key.
Biz yanlışları buluyoruz önce falan. İğne
The
gözlü.
eye of a needle.
But how does that relate to the object in question?
Maybe it's telling us how to use it.
Sounds very plausible.
Aa, doğru mu lan?
Look at these strange grooves.
Oğlum salladım ha. Allah çarpsın salladım ya. İğneymiş. Ben buraya niye oturdum ya? Yani her buldum oyuncu koltuğuna oturuyorum arkadaş. Nereye gidiyorum ben şimdi? Böyle affedersiniz mal gibi indim. Ben gidiyorum ya. Bir şey söyleyeyim, hakikaten ben nereye gidiyorum ya? Alfred'in yanına gideyim bakayım. İğne dedik, sonra nereye gideceğiz? Bununla ilgili bir şey söylemediler zaten. Şu ticket'e bakacağım ya. Bu ne? Şu meşhur.
Never forget.
La ilahe illallah. Kullan dedi. Buradan bir şeye mi bakacağım? Yayıncı koltuğuna oturduk gene. Bilgisayarla alakalı değil ya galiba. Alfred'le bir konuşalım bakalım.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Bu kadar mı Alfred? Giriyorum ya. Vallahi yazıklar olsun. Şurada acaba bak şu ikili bir şeye bakıyor, plağa bakıyor. Plakla ilgili bir şey olabilir mi?
Needle. A record needle.
Halfway there, Batman. Means you've got half a chance of stopping a whole lot of pain. To be honest, you're already doing better than I thought. But don't sit around feeling pleased with yourself. Unless you want to see me tear this city apart.
I suppose you're going to look in there.
An open invitation from the Riddler? Of course. Huh. Looks like I'm manipulating radio bands or waveforms, something. I'm not sure what I'm looking at or how any of it is actually displaying.
And that sound.
What? Oh, I'm not really sure about any of it. Get Lucius on the line, will you?
Hey, Alfred.
Good morning, Lucius. I hope we're not interrupting your breakfast.
My youngest is probably stealing all the bacon, but duty calls. What's up?
This is a puzzle from the Riddler. There's a strange waveform pattern I can manipulate inside that needs your expertise.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I can meet you at Wayne Tower in a little bit. We'll, fire up the R&D lab.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, Lucius.
No, don't worry about it. It's actually gonna be a big day for me. Tiffany starts at Wayne
Görünsüz
Enterprises.
gibi değil mi?
Tiffany? Really?
Your daughter working alongside you. How wonderful.
Certainly is. Bruce, I'll see you soon.
Bye, Lucius.
Bu isteksiz
Can't wait to
gibi
see
gelmedi
Tiffany.
mi? Böyle bir istemiyormuş gibi yani acaba. Aa, bu arabayı kullanıyorum değil mi?
I'll be at Wayne Tower.
Bu arabayı kullanırım zaten. Oğlum kullanayım ya. Bir kerecik kullanayım ya. İlla parayı basacağım, Batman oyunu alacaksınız bana. Ne olacak azıcık arabayı kullansak? Öğleden önce 8:37. Bu adam ne zaman uyuyor acaba? Şarjda olabilir. Teşekkürler.
Oh, excellent. Glad I caught you. I have some good news to share.
Good to hear it, Regina. It's what I've come to expect, with you as Wayne Enterprises chairperson.
I just talked to the board, and they couldn't be more pleased with how our partnership with GCPD is going. Seems like you made the right call when you decided to take that contract over the Arkham remodel. The Gazette's running a piece about it.
Look, I would love to hear all the details, but I've got a meeting with Lucius I've got to run to.
Well, I don't mean to pry, but what's in that case?
Bomba.
Seems like an odd thing to be carrying around the office.
Oh, this? No. This is just something for Lucius.
I see. Well, I've got a meeting I've got to run to. We'll pick up this conversation this afternoon.
Sounds great.
Ya teknik olarak yalan söylemedim. Doğru da söylemedik.
You're in my chair.
Just updating the encryption on your bat tech. But if you want me to stop?
Oh, no, the seat is all yours.
This is the thing you were talking about?
One of Riddler's puzzles. Some kind of test.
Show me.
Bu adamda bir şey var ha. İnşallah düşündüğüm değil.
Any idea what he's planning?
Not yet. That's why I need your help. If his history is anything to go by, he left us a clue.
A psychological profile of Riddler.
Knowing how his mind works, this should come in handy.
No sign of explosives or poison. Already scanned for that in the cave.
Well, would you look at that? Micropulse waveform. And the sound it's giving off.
A signal, maybe? I couldn't decipher it. I was hoping you could help with that.
Kapı açıldı.
Let's see what I can do. Shouldn't take
Kapı
long.
açıldı.
What in the...
It's not one of mine.
Think fast. Hi, Dad.
Tiffany?
Kızıymış.
Hey, Bruce.
My God, Tiffany.
It's been a while.
Sneaking out of orientation your first day?
I just wanted to say hi to my new boss. I got you a present. A micro-drone prototype I developed in my spare time. High-end AV, stealth black shell, programmable for autonomous observation. Small, quiet, and super smart. Just like its designer. Not bad, huh? You always had a thing for toys. So hard to know what to get a man who has everything. So I made you some tech the government would be jealous of.
I love it. Thanks, Tiffany.
Well, I guess it's not bad.
Not bad. See what I had to deal with growing up? Huh. There's something different about you.
There is?
And I don't just mean what happened to your ear. I can't quite put my finger on it. But you look...
Well, please just don't say old.
Well, now that you mention it.
Hey, play nice. Bruce has had a rough year.
Allah.
Interesting.
Don't.
Too late, already touching.
Just be careful.
What a strange thing. This circuitry design. It's elaborate and unorthodox. Almost intentionally so. Like whoever put it together was kind of showing off. Huh. Micro pulse waves? It's just weird. Seriously, what is this thing? I've never seen anything like it. It's like whoever made it.
It's pretty cool, huh?
I don't know if cool would be the word I would use. I can hear it hum. What does it do?
That's what we're trying to work out.
You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
Help with...
Figure this freakish thing out.
Tiffany did graduate first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Let me take a crack at it. I can help you get to the bottom of this. Figure out what it does.
All right, if you think you can help, then be my guest.
Oh, I know I can help. I just gotta let him know that I won't be finishing up orientation.
Tiffany'yi yanımıza çekelim.
No problem.
Boynuz kulağa
I was
geçer.
planning on swinging by the manor after work to see Alfred. I heard he wasn't doing so well. That he was having some issues with his health?
He would love that.
I hope he isn't still angry with me and Luke about that incident with the china.
Well, you know Al. No one messes with his dinnerware.
Catch you guys later.
Welcome aboard, Tiffany.
Thanks, boss.
İnşallah hain çıkmaz ya. İhanete dayanamıyorum.
All right then. Time to crack this puzzle. I never told her, you know. Told her what I really do at Wayne Enterprises. What we do. If you're willing to pull her into this Riddler project, why not consider bringing her into the fold? Into the mission? We're going to need help if we're going to be dealing with the likes of Riddler. And we can trust her. She's family after all.
Well, if she's anything like you...
She's better than me.
Okay, then let's give her a shot.
Great. I'll start thinking about how we can broach the subject with her. In the meantime, Riddler's puzzle will be a fine start.
Well, shall we go down to the lab?
Actually, the equipment we need is down in my office. We'll get this taken care of in no time.
Lan korktum ya.
Yes?
I'm Special Agent of
Oyun
Estelle.
kaydetti kesin
This
bunlar
is my
boss.
partner, Special
Bunları
Agent
keseceğiz.
Well, I guess I'll see you in a bit. I'll be down in my office.
I'll be down in a few.
No worries. I'll, start without you.
Sorry for the unannounced visit. We're with the agency's Behavioral Analysis Unit. We just came by to ask a few questions.
I sure hope I'm not in any trouble.
Oh, everyone's in some amount of trouble. It's my job to find out just how much.
Lan Batman olduklarını bilmiyorlardı. Ben Batman'mişim gibi cevap verdim. Allah, dosya orada.
This office, it really represents you.
Well, I'd like to think so.
Is this you?
Göndereyim ben bunları ya.
Yeah.
How old?
I don't know, 7, 8, maybe?
So happy.
Nasıl
After
hareket?
everything you've been through, I don't know how you still do it.
Do what exactly?
It wasn't long ago when you were the most hated man in Gotham. Yet you still give so much back to the city. Why do you continue to help Gotham? Most people wouldn't be so charitable after that. What's that all about?
My father did a lot of damage to a lot of people. I'm just trying to make things right.
Thomas Wayne did cast a long, dark shadow. It must be difficult to get out from under it.
What is it you want?
The agency recently brought me in to draft a psychological portrait of the Riddler. We've been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Riddler? That psycho from the news?
I thought you'd be interested, considering your history.
My history?
A lot of things happened to you last year, and not all of them were good. You put yourself at risk when you helped bring in your friend Harvey Dent. He was a violent psychotic at the time, almost destroyed the city. Come to think of it, you've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
Oğlum bizim hayatımız bu.
I would. The criminally insane. They seem drawn to you.
Manyak
Either
çekiyorum
that, or
ben.
you're often in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yes, having money and fame makes you an easy target. I've had my fair share of crazies knocking on my door.
Like this guy. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
We understand that it was during your stay in Arkham where you and John met and became friends.
Sandık bunlar her
From
boku
the
biliyor.
sound of it, you two were close.
Yeah, we were friendly. He showed me around Arkham.
Is that right? According to hospital records, you and John were involved in a riot.
They captured the whole incident on video.
Allah
John
aşkına.
cut another inmate, a man named Victor Zaz. Then you jumped into the fray. Several people were hurt.
I wasn't myself at the time, okay? I was...
Drugged by Lady Arkham. I know the story. John was discharged from Arkham months ago. No one has seen or heard from him since. I was thinking maybe you have.
Why would you think that?
He listed you as his emergency contact. Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
Okay, now I'm a little creeped out. I knew him for, what, a day?
Maybe you made an impression on him.
Well, I
Yakışıklı
haven't
adam.
seen or heard from him, so... Did he do something wrong?
He's a person of interest. You see, we've got a wall in the office with a bunch of photos pinned to it. Two-Face, Penguin, Lady Arkham, you know, Gotham's most notorious. They've got all these little strings connecting them to one another, like a web. And you, my friend, are at the center. You keep pretty strange company for someone who wants everyone to think they're such a stand-up guy.
I'm sorry, are you accusing me of something?
Should we be?
You know more than you're letting on, Mr. Wayne. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you don't trust us. Or maybe you're a criminal, like your father. Maybe you're not the hero people think you are.
You've got the wrong idea. That's an evacuation warning. It's time for you to leave.
We'll pick this up another time.
Daha defol keseceğim şimdi gırtlağına.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Riddler really pulled a good one over on us.
Lucius, please tell me what's wrong.
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we, Batman?
Lan ne oldu?
Lucius! Oh my God, Lucius! No!
O telefona bakacaktık ya. Bomba değil diye bıraktık onu.
The GCPD is opening an investigation into what they are calling an industrial accident.
Wayne Enterprises' chief technology officer, Lucius Fox, died last Tuesday in the violent blast. A small service is being held for the tech giant and father of 3 at Divinity Church this Sunday.
Açacaktık o telefonu ya.
You don't have to worry, Lucius. Tiffany, I'm gonna take care of your family. As if they were my own.
Just like Lucius took care of you. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family. Riddler's attack on the casino was one thing. But this is personal. We can't let him get away with it. Riddler struck at the heart of our operations and tore a family apart in the process.
Don't worry, Al. I will find him and bring him to justice. He will spend the rest of his life behind bars.
I'm glad to see your sense of duty still reigns supreme. Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back. I can't imagine how devastated she must be. To lose her father in such a violent way.
I should go talk to her.
Yes, she can use all the support she can get.
Evet.
Hey, Tiffany.
I still can't believe he's gone. None of this feels real.
Tiffany, I know what you're going through.
Çok riskliydi bu
I
ya.
remember what it was like when I lost my parents. That, sudden emptiness. There's no feeling like it in the world.
I don't think it'll ever go away.
Geçmiyor
It
zaten.
certainly didn't for me.
He loved working for you, you know? They hardly saw him at home because of it. Mom used to complain my little brother was growing up without a dad. Now I guess it's true. He was so busy. I can't remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter.
Okay be ya.
Just thought there'd be more time. There were so many things I wanted to talk to him about.
I asked a lot of him. Maybe too much.
And he gave it all, didn't he?
A real company man. Well, I hope it was worth it.
Tiffany.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't blame you.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce. There was hardly anything left. What were you guys working on that could have caused that? It doesn't quite add up.
Tiffany, I will tell you soon. Just not here.
What do you mean? Why not?
It's not the right time.
Odd, Bruce.
What are you mixed up in?
Fine. Just tell me one thing. That weird disc. Was that what killed him? Did you put my father's life at risk for that? I'm begging you. Just tell me that one thing.
I thought it was safe, Tiffany. I really did. I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive me.
Forgive you? I hope you can forgive yourself. Whatever you got my father into, I will find out. And I will shout it to the world.
Hayda. Doğru söyleyenin doğrultuda Kusköy'den kovala.
So sorry, really. It's such a shame. At least he went out with a bang, right? For that, we can all be grateful.
Geldi manyak.
You knew my father.
Well, no, but... Whoa, whoa. What the heck?
Seriously, Bruce? This guy's with you.
I'm so sorry. I will handle this.
Jeez, Bruce, that's quite a grip. Gonna leave a bruise for sure.
What are you doing here?
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I?
Cenazede.
You and me, we're two threads in the same stitch. Look, I got you a little something, just to mark the occasion.
Güzel günün içerisinde cenaze.
I knew you'd be hurting, see? I thought it might make you feel better.
You do realize you don't give these at funerals, right?
Of course you don't.
It's okay. It's okay. Just keep it down.
Gotta be quiet as church mice, right? It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know? I'm the new guy now. It's the freedom that gets to you. There's so damn much you hardly know what to do with it. It's not like Arkham. Sometimes I miss those padded walls. You knew where the lines were drawn. Which ones not to cross.
You can't possibly mean that. Arkham is hell.
It was my home, Bruce. And home is where the heart is. I'm almost sorry that I convinced Dr. Leland to release me.
If everyone could please take their seats, we will begin.
Would you just sit down?
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me. For settling the score with Zaz, and, you know, getting you out of Arkham. You're gonna do right by me, aren't you? I know you're a man of your word.
I gave you my word, didn't I? I'll stand by it.
I knew the moment we met. Friends for life.
Joker'le bir olalım. Batman yan yana. Anasını belleyelim Gotham'ı.
You see, I met some inspiring people.
Ben kötü adam olacağım ya. Öyle karar verdim.
Made a kind of pact.
Hep zıt gideceğim herkese. Kötü Batman olacağım. Tabanca kullanacağım. Adam vuracağım.
They remind me of you. Of your father.
So who are they?
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold. You will meet them for me, won't you? Please?
Tabii
I've got a lot
şey
writing
yapacağım.
on this. I already told them you would. Please don't let me down.
I'd be happy to chat with your friends, John. Just say when and where.
I was so hoping you'd say that. We are going to have so much fun.
Anasını belleyelim Gotham'ın hadi.
Knew this would work out. This air between us, this is real. You can't force this kind of friendship. I want to commemorate the moment. The guys will be so excited. Now, what filter should I use?
Fine, just make it quick.
Smile. I just know you're gonna hit it off with the guys. I should warn you, though. I've got an enemy. Real piece of work. Calls himself the Riddler.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude. I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but... Wait a minute, you know him too. Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone.
Just from the news. The guy's clearly a murderer, sick in the head.
Don't know the half of it. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
You mean his hole? You know where he is.
No, not exactly, no. Maybe I said too much.
I'm your friend, John. You can trust me.
Trust is the mainstay of any healthy relationship. I want that for us, Bruce. I really do. Yeah, I really don't know much. I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know. And even that might be out of date. If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you. See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his head down. It'd be just like the old days.
I would appreciate that, John.
That's what friends are for, Bruce. Just meet mine later, like I asked. Look, I think I outstayed my welcome here. I'm just gonna slip away. Excuse me. Sorry. It's been so nice catching up, Bruce. I miss this trust between us.
Me too, John.
Be in touch. Goodbye, Bruce. Until next time.
Intriguing fellow. Certainly not one for decorum. I don't think that camera flash went unnoticed.
Whatever you say about John, he gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail.
Teknolojideki kızla aramız kötü oldu ama yapacak bir şey yok. Joker'i yanımıza çekip Riddle'ı indireceğiz. Ondan sonra alayını belleyeceğim. Nasıl? Arkadaş ilk bölüm de ne kadar uzunmuş ha.
Enjoying the view?
Hard to do these days. There's one thing for the bad parts of town to get uglier. But when places like Wayne Tower start falling apart, makes you wonder what's next. I'll bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing. Seems like the world's got it out for that guy. Spends some time in Arkham, gets drugged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do. Finally picks himself up, and what happens? Someone bombs his company.
Bruce Wayne picked himself up once. He could do it again.
He certainly showed us that much, didn't he?
Yani.
You said you had a lead on Riddler.
Hiding somewhere in East End.
Why am I not surprised? East End's been a no man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up. I've tried to get more patrols out there, but City Hall's not giving up the funds. The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least. A construction site at the center of 46th. Abandoned.
Harvey's boys demolished that area, chasing the children of Arkham. There's nothing but a crater there. Not really a place for Riddler to have a hideout.
Looks like gang activities heating up along 43rd.
Well, I'll see what I can do. Hey, I get it, but we're stretched thin, I told you. Riddler's a loner. I bet he's avoiding that area.
Ne istiyorsun oğlum?
The
İlla
land at
44
the end
mu?
of 44th was recently purchased anonymously.
Well, the only thing there is an old water tower. Something feels fishy about that.
Yani orasıdır
My
belki.
gut tells me that's the place.
Agreed.
Nice work, Batman. Hey, if this lead pans out, Waller will have to eat her words. Whatever you said to her at the casino really got up her nose. I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
Benim de.
How so?
It's the way she goes after criminals. She's ruthless. Puts her people at risk. And believe me, she doesn't let due process get in her way. She'll stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to get her man. It doesn't sit right with me. And I don't think she's good for Gotham.
As far as law enforcement goes, Jim, you are the best of it. I don't know many cops with as much heart as you.
I appreciate you saying that. Waller, she doesn't see that as a strength. I was ordered to give her updates on breaks in the Riddler case. If there's a chance he's there, we should probably let her know. Don't want to give her ammunition with the governor. She's already got him breathing down my neck about what went down at the casino.
Bilgilendir bakalım
Notify
ya.
Waller. She's proven useful so far.
Just be careful around her, huh? She moved her people into my downtown precinct without so much as a please or thank you. I tell you, Batman, she keeps on chipping away at my authority, I'm gonna crack.
Then let's find Riddler before it comes to that.
I'll have my people call her people on the way. Riddler won't feel so clever after we come knocking.
Bizimki girdi içeri.
No one's home.
I told Waller about our lead on this place. She's caught up in briefings, can't get here for a while. She said she appreciates the cooperation. Not exactly cozy, is it?
Let's see what we can learn. Someone's keeping a scrapbook.
Vain, isn't he?
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Damn it! It's stuck.
No way to open it from the inside.
Then how do we get out?
Aha.
We go in.
After you. Give me a good, honest crack house any day.
Hı.
Oh, God.
Special Agent Mario Fernandez.
Holy crap. He's one of Waller's.
One shoe is missing.
The soul of the other one's almost completely melted through.
Nereye kapılmış acaba bana?
He was trying to call for help. The phone isn't getting a signal.
Damn it. Me either.
One of his pupils is fully dilated. The other's contracted. A clear sign of brain trauma.
Huh. There's no sign of a blow to the head. There's some hemorrhaging from the ears.
His eardrums must have burst.
Nasıl bir şeye maruz kaldıysa?
The man bit his tongue clean through.
He must have suffered a shock or a sudden jolt.
Bunu da.
He's missing parts of his fingers on the right hand.
We saw this before. The victim in the casino. That's a hell of an invitation.
Riddler's playing games.
Bet he tried to play along.
We can learn from his mistakes. Let's find out what he did wrong.
İçeri ben mi gireceğim?
One shoe, melted.
Must belong to poor Cinderella over there.
Evet. Herhalde ilk sezondaki gibi mi yapacağım?
Scratches on the monitor. The polarizing filter has been tampered with.
Like in sunglasses.
Monitors typically have a polarizing filter to reduce reflection.
I don't see anything.
Impossible to see with the naked eye. We're going to have to look at it through a polarized lens.
Ya bak şu kasaları işte, Allah Allah.
Masks. Each one missing a different facial feature.
Yukarıdaki heykellerin sırası
They're missing
nasıl?
their senses.
Like the monkey statues.
You're right. There must be a connection.
Görmedim, duymadım, söylemedim.
There are blades inside.
And a lot of blood. Huh. We know Riddler likes penalizing his victims for wrong answers.
Safes with electronic locks. Shut tight.
These must be the goal of whatever game we're playing.
Şimdi.
Metal mesh lining the walls. Riddler has converted this entire place into a giant Faraday cage.
Faraday what?
An enclosure designed to block electromagnetic fields. No signals in or out.
Guess it
Bugün
explains why our
sinyalleri
phones aren't getting
öğreniyoruz.
signals. Clever son of a bitch.
Katılıyorum Gordon abi.
Prototype of the trap he used on Mori. The armor, extremely sturdy, ensuring there's no possible way to open them other than solving his riddles.
This is an insane way to commit crimes, even for this city.
The agent must have been looking for the answer in one of these safes.
He chose the wrong one. Cost him his fingers.
Yani. Onu anlıyoruz zaten. Buradaki ayakkabıyı da ayağına bağlayacağım. Olmadı. Ekrana mı bağlayacağım?
No glass over there.
Allah Allah. Ayakkabıyı bağlayamadık lan.
More monkey statues.
I'm starting to sense a theme here. That's an agency issue pistol. Packs a hell of a jolt.
I saw it take down Riddler's goons at the casino.
Ben de orada görmüştüm.
It was impressive.
Gotta give it to Waller. Her people have great tech.
Evet ya, ne hikmetse valla.
Take a look at this.
Vücut kamerası.
Well, that's the same kind of body cam the GCPD issues its officers.
Maybe there's a clue on the recording.
Can't hurt to look.
Because you've been so candid with me, I'm giving you a chance your other comrades won't get. A chance at getting out of this alive.
We'll catch you. The agency, they'll find...
I shouldn't have to remind you that you've been chasing me for years. And I've always been 2 steps ahead. If you win the game, I'll let you go free. And you'll get a consolation prize. An exclusive sneak peek into how I'm going to kill all of your colleagues. Now, how is that for motivation?
Screw you!
He had the agent bound while he beat him.
Sadece bak ama girme.
Another one of Riddler's sick contraptions.
Some kind of murder box, I guess. He was always a wacko, but this takes it to a new level.
Aynen.
It's still warm. There must be some kind of heating element underneath.
This thing is built like an oven. You could be cooked alive in there.
Ama ayakkabının nasıl eridığini açıklıyor.
Turn me round, but not the right way, and you might live to see another day.
What does it mean?
Sola doğru döndürmen anlamına geliyor.
Won't budge. Must be locked in place. The glass. It's polarized.
So it is.
Yani şu ayakkabıyı bence bağlantı olarak en mantıklısı o.
The floor of the box heated up while the agent was inside. He tried standing on one foot to save the other, causing that shoe to catch on fire. When he exited the box, he tried to put the fire out, but couldn't. So he threw off his shoe.
Hey, I got a hunch. Come here. No matter how careful Riddler is, chances are good he hasn't scrubbed his own computer.
Good call. It's worth checking out.
Tuzak olabilir mi? Yani Melih çürümküm.
Mori, he sold technology to Riddler.
Talk about strange bedfellows. You know, Waller's been keeping pretty tight tabs on Mori for a while now. She must have known. What does it say?
Riddler's not working alone.
Just wonderful. More psychos to worry about.
He and his colleagues, they don't see eye to eye. Apparently they
Ya
don't like
okuyordum
his
yazıyı,
beef.
niye hemen geçtin?
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky they'll kill each other.
Gordon ya. Hah.
I recognize some of the names on this list. They're all Waller's people. Names, addresses, phone numbers. We have to warn her.
First, we have to get out of here.
Katılıyorum. Ama nasıl? Şu polarizeyi de şu ekranda.
If this door were closed, the portal would be looking right at those monitors. Since the monitors have been tampered with, it's likely there's a message on it. One that can only be seen with a polarized lens.
You won't know until you're inside the box, though.
Yo. Ayarlayamıyor musun?
You got a VR in that cowl or something?
Something like that. I've got all the pieces of Riddler's puzzle. Now I need to know what order they happened in.
Ona da ben mi karar veriyorum?
The agent woke up here where his body cam fell off. Once he found he couldn't call for help, he saw the message on the monitors and willingly put himself inside the murder box.
Sonra?
These two things aren't connected.
Bir dakika dur ya. 1, 2. Ha 3.
The
Sonra
agent's
ayakları
shoe caught
yanıyordu.
fire inside the murder box, so he opened it in a panic.
Kutuyu
As
ben
soon as he was
işaretlemeyeyim.
out of the box, he ripped off the burning shoe and threw it. Somewhere in the confusion, he must have missed something crucial.
Sonra da mal gibi gidiyor
From where
buraya.
he lost a shoe, the agent beeline for the wall of safes. He opened one, but chose poorly. The blade sliced off his fingers. And there he met his end. Though it's still unclear how and when his eardrums could have burst. The agent made a number of mistakes. Mistakes we can avoid. The heat inside the box forced him to run out before he could
get Riddler's next clue. Poor bastard couldn't withstand the heat.
The Batsuit's armor is heat resistant. It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
Reis öyle bir şey
This
girmese
is
miydik
insane.
ya?
You know that, right? The last man who went in there is dead. There's a good chance it'll kill you too.
Any mistake could be my last. I won't be able to do this without you, Joe.
Wow.
Vicdan azabı
Put
çekişiyor.
it like that. Let's win this game.
Ya Allah. Ananı avradını korktum ha. Hayda.
Heat's rising, Batman. Wrong way! That's what that agent did.
Mesajı görüyorum ama mesaj da beni görüyor. Yandım mı lan? Öldüm. Haha öldüm.
Buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
Biz sağ değil miydi oğlum?
This is
Sağ
insane.
çevirmeyecek miydik?
You know that, right? The last man who went in there is dead.
Any mistake could be my last.
Tamam aynı şeyi söyleyeyim ya.
I won't be able
Vay
to
be.
do this without you.
Lan oğlum ben
Wow.
kaybedeceğimi
Put it like
düşünmemiştim.
that. Let's win this game.
Sola mı çevirmem gerekiyor? Sol muydu o ya? Left, sol.
Heat's rising, Batman. Hurry the hell up already.
I can almost make out a message. One won't don't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
The monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
Whichever one it is, the correct safe will have a face with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check. Ah, damn it. It's still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
What the hell?
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
Ne, bir dakika.
The riddle! Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
Ben hangisini açacağım ki? Ulan iyi daha. Bulduk. Tekrar çalışır diye vurdu
Just in
valla.
case.
Damn. Now, for the love of God, whatever's in that safe better be worth all this pain.
Füze mi?
It's a homing missile.
What does it home in on?
Looking at its schematics now.
Ben de bakacağım mı?
A signal. A radio signal. A signal. That's how he died.
How who died?
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maury sold me missiles for all of my enemies. Everyone on my list gets one. Most won't even know what's coming. For a brief second, their dull existences will light up.
Why are you doing this, Riddler? Haven't you killed enough?
I have a lot of enemies, Batman. While they're still breathing, I still have work to do. I'm trying to get a handle on you, Batman. Partnering with Gordon is one thing. From what I remember of the old days, he's harmless enough.
Yeah, we'll see about that when you're in cuffs.
But the agency, they're a natural enemy to people like you and me. You must be desperate if you're making friends with them.
Yok olmayacağım zaten de.
You must be really up against the ropes.
They're no friends of mine.
No, they're not. They'll smile to your face to get what they want. The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them, breaks their minds. I wasn't always like this. The agency made me.
Oh, this is garbage. Yeah, Waller's a hard ass, sure, but she had nothing to do with why he's so messed up.
I didn't say Waller, did I? This goes way before her time. But I don't forget. That's the thing about having a mind like mine. You remember everything.
Save your sob story for jail. I'm not interested.
You think I want sympathy? This is my city. I was running things in Gotham before you could walk. I just wanted to see if the man who claims he fights for justice is really as good as he believes.
Wow.
But then, you already answered that for me, didn't you? When you offloaded my puzzle on your friend. Why don't you tell Gordon here what happened to Lucius Fox? Watch out, Commissioner. For all his preaching, Batman knows when to sacrifice a pawn to win the game. It was a smart move. Getting out of the way of the blast. Something only a pragmatist would do.
I would never give up an innocent life. Not even to save my own.
That's not what it looks like from here. Gordon doesn't know what to make of any of it. Trust is hard-earned, yet easily lost. Isn't it, Commissioner? Come on now. Don't get your tights in a twist. I knew you weren't sharp enough to do it on purpose. There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear.
Vay be.
Game on!
Yani Gordon'un da kafası karıştı ister istemez.
I'll wait for Waller and pass on what we found.
She won't be happy when she finds out Riddler knows about every agency operative in Gotham.
I don't blame her. If they were my cops, no one would be sleeping till we found this Riddler guy.
Just keep your eyes open, Jim. In the meantime, I'll stay on Riddler's tail.
Hey, hold up a sec. What Riddler said in there about the agency, smoke and mirrors, you ask me. But the thing about Lucius Fox and the blast at Wayne Tower, you gotta level with me. You got some connection with that Wayne Tech guy you didn't tell me about?
Lucius Fox was an ally of mine. That got him killed.
I gotta say, the fact I had to learn about it from Riddler instead of you, it doesn't sit right with me at all. I thought we had some trust, you and I. What do you expect me to do with this?
Oğlum ben doğru
Am I just
söyleyecekçe
supposed to
kaybediyorum
sit
ha.
on my hands? Pretend I never heard any of it?
Jim, what you're asking, there's no easy way to talk about it.
Hayda.
Yeah, I gathered that much.
Oğlum ben hep arayı bozuyorum ya. Benim karakterim mi bu be?
I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I know you probably have a network of civilians working for you. You can't do the kinds of things you do without a gigantic support system. And as much as I understand your reluctance to talk, it doesn't make me feel any better about this.
Ben abi yalan söyleyeceğim ya.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Gordon'la ilişki değişti. Fox'un kızıyla Lucius muydu ya? Lucius bundan adım adı. Herkesi böyle mahvettim ya. Afet ben geldim. Ortalığın içine ettim. Herkesi birbirine düşürdüm.
With Commissioner Gordon. Now he knows that Lucius Fox and the Batman were allies. Gordon's dangerously close to figuring out who you are. If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react. It's not a chance you can afford to take.
Evet.
You're right. Jim's a fine detective. It's no surprise he's getting close to the truth.
We'll have to be on our guard. You were radio silent for so long. Tell me, did you find out how Lucius died?
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop.
Oğlum o füzeyi niye de
Explosion at
getirdin
Wayne
mağaraya?
Tower. We were thinking about it all wrong.
Ha, füzeyi de deş, ondan sonra füze de orada patlasın.
The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter. When it was solved, it emitted a signal. You heard it earlier. If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God, you did solve the box. We just didn't know it.
The Batcave screamed.
Mağarada da çaldık lan bunu.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections. Our tight little family has gotten smaller because of it. It was the three of us looking out for each other. Now it's two.
We can't indulge in despair, Alfred. We simply don't have time for it.
Yes, you're right, of course, Bruce. I'm sorry. Between the Lady Arkham affair and losing Lucius in this gruesome fashion, this war of ours is taking its toll.
No.
The list of agency operatives from Riddler's workshop. He plans to do the same thing to them.
It's a hit list. It's only useful if he has a way to target the agents, though. And I doubt he's sending them all puzzle boxes. Hold on, let's just walk through it.
Ağırdan mı gidelim? Ağırdan değil, şuradan başlıyoruz. Bağlantıyı iptal ettim. Burada sadece bir tane iletişim şebekesi var. Ha, şöyle yapacağız. Bağlantı, bağla.
He's hacked their cell phones.
Bir an anlamadım.
He could pinpoint the location of any one of these operatives.
Olacak şimdi.
And he can broadcast his signal through their phone to make them a target of a missile strike.
Simülasyonu bile korkunç ya.
If I can get a clean copy of the signal, yes.
Oyuncu koltuğu geldi.
It's the only way I can get a clean version of the signal. It's pretty grim, Alfred. You don't have to watch.
I can handle it. I've never been one to shy away from duty, however unpleasant it may be.
Of course you can. Let's get this over with.
O adamda zaten travmatik vardı. Ne göndermeyeyim dedim ama.
Get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce.
He knew he was going to die. Can you switch to audio only, please?
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we? Batman?
I shouldn't have watched this. I'll go get that tea, Master Bruce.
Travmatik adama biraz neyi izlettik ya.
Alright. Now I just need to create a filter to get a clean version of the signal. And then match up the points found in both sound files.
Bunu ben mi yapacağım? Ya ben mi yapacağım harbiden?
Batman? Batman? Batman? Dwayne? Tiffany? Bruce?
Bir dakika ben ne yapacağım? Wayne, Batman, Fanny, Bruce, engellemem, Kule, Riddle. Bunları birbirine mi bağlayacağım ben?
Batman?
No.
Bir dakika
The
ne?
two sounds have to be the same.
Ha, iki ses de aynı olmalı, dur. Wayne. Tamam bir dakika. Fanny. Engellemem. Riddle. Bu ne? Bruce. Allah Allah. Bu değil bir dakika. İptal et. Bir dakika dur. Bu ne abi ses örneği? Tiffany.
Tiffany.
That's a match.
Ha, Bruce. Engellemem. Kule. Riddler. İşte ondan. Bruce. Diğer Bruce nerede? Burada. Diğeri bu.
The waveforms match. There. I've piggybacked onto Riddler's cell phone hack. They'll recognize any incoming signal match and shut down, negating a launch.
Tiffany ile Bruce.
Makes sense for me to have the signal on me as well.
What for?
Riddler still has functioning missiles. Once he finds out I've blocked his targets, he may decide to launch indiscriminately. But with the signal, I might be able to divert them. Tiffany gave me this the day Lucius died. Let's put it to good work. It's not a theory I really want to test.
So we had better find Riddler first. There is always Riddler's
Bardak çok büyük
second
değil
in
mi bu arada?
command. Eli Nabel, arrested after his attack on the casino. None of the authorities have gotten anything out of him yet.
Biri arıyor.
Unknown contact.
What is it?
That John guy from the funeral, from Arkham. Who actually sounds like he's keeping his word. Mori, huh? John thinks that Mori can get us Riddler's location.
Do you believe him?
Erkan resmi mi?
Maybe we should go back to the beginning.
Erkan resmi.
Bring Rumi Mori up on the back computer. Either of them could potentially lead me to him.
The question is, which is more likely to help you?
Mori's a businessman. Given the right incentive, he could be persuaded to talk. He sure can't have any love for Riddler after his attempted murder at the casino.
I'd say he'd respond better to a more genteel approach, peer-to-peer as Bruce Wayne. However, the agency is watching him. If Waller finds out that Bruce Wayne sought a parley with Mori, he shall not be best pleased.
Doğru
On
söylüyorsun.
the other hand, Riddler's lieutenant,
Eli Nabel. Took a go at me in the casino. Put up quite a fight.
cracking him will be tougher, more physical. Certainly a job for Batman.
Right.
He's currently in Waller's custody in a GCPD holding cell. Interrogating Nabel there would be a visible endorsement of Waller's authority. Gordon won't like it.
İki ucu bu oklu nereye koyun? Bu oyunda daha zor böyle karar verme şeyleri var.
I'll talk to Eli. It'll be nice to catch up. Tell Waller I'm on my way.
Şu arabayı bir kerecik kullanabilir miyim artık lütfen? Bizim adam iyi değil ha, ben size söyleyeyim.
Oh, Batman. Gordon's in briefing the deputy ops. I'm sure he'd want to know you were here. Waller's agency people commandeered the whole precinct. Pretty much moved in. They give you any trouble, I'll straighten them out. Running around like they own the place. They got no respect for the way we do things.
You have Eli Nabel in custody. Take me to him.
Nabel's my prisoner, not hers.
Says who?
4 of my agents went missing, including Agent Avesta. I don't have time for a pissing contest.
Your agents are missing?
We believe Riddler took them. If the body you found in his workshop is anything to go by, we don't have much time. Riddler warned us the last time we nearly caught him in Sudan. Said he'd hit back if we got too close.
Sounds like you need my help.
If it gets my people back, then sure. Riddler's lieutenant hasn't given us a damn thing. I'm hoping you'll have better luck making him talk.
That's why I'm here.
Come on, then.
Just remember, the commissioner likes things by the book.
Ben de rahat ol.
Gordon told me you talked to Riddler in the workshop. You say anything I should know?
Riddler said he had a history with the agency. Claims your people broke him. Made him insane.
That maniac was insane long before he came on my radar.
He implied it was before your time.
He can tell me all about it after Nabel gives him up. You know, I saw what you did to Carmine Falcone last year. Dangling a 60-year-old man off a high-rise was certainly effective. You ask me, you could have gone further.
What's your point?
Use any means necessary. As long as you get Nabel to tell us where Riddler is. My agents' lives are at risk.
I'll get him to talk. My way, not yours.
I don't care how you do it, as long as it gets done.
Kaçmış.
Meet your new interrogator, Eli. I believe you two have met before? Get up and get in that goddamn chair. Probably best to keep this off the record. Unless you prefer me to leave it on.
I've got nothing to hide. From Gordon or anyone else.
Need anything else?
I'm good.
Dövmeyeceğiz. İlla izleyecek.
They roughed you up pretty bad, Eli. And still you didn't crack. You're tough. I'll give you that.
I'm so glad you're here. These people, they ain't cops. They ran the cops off. But I heard about you. You'll keep them, keep her from killing me. Riddler said you had rules against that. Against killing.
Time's running out, Eli, so don't test it.
Just get me out of here.
Talk, and I'll think about it.
I can't!
We don't have time for Karen's Batman. Only thing moving this mule is a big old stick. You get me?
You've already tortured him enough. What makes you think hitting him again will get results?
I just assumed you'd hit him harder. It's your call. Just remember, the clock is ticking.
Where is he, Eli?
I already said I can't tell you. And I said it 1,000,000 times to the guys before. The only thing I'm more scared of than dying is pissing him off. You've seen his machines. He can hurt you in ways they don't got names for.
The only one getting hurt tonight is you. Tell me where Riddler is.
You can't beat him. He can kill any one of us anytime he wants. One phone call, all those agency guys are dead.
He's talking about the signal, Bruce. He has no idea you protected the agent's phones.
There's no one that can save me if I cross him.
Give him up, and I'll make that danger go away. No one else has to die.
There's no getting away from him. He can be anywhere with his signal.
Bruce, his fear of Riddler is too great. You have to get in his head somehow.
There's nothing you can do, Batman.
We'll see about that.
Wait, is that signal? You're calling a missile right to us!
You've got 90 seconds, Eli. Talk.
Batman, shut that thing off right now!
You're insane! You'll kill us all!
It's counting down, Eli. What are you going to do about it?
You're bluffing. There's cops outside this door.
You're gonna get us all killed!
Maybe. Maybe not. Are you willing to take the chance?
I'll tell you. Please, just make it stop. He's on a ship in Gotham Bay.
What ship?
The Lady of Dublin. The missiles are there too. It's where they're launched from. You're crazier than he is.
Adamı öttürürüm.
Damn.
Adamı öttürürüm. Füzeyi yiyecekti az daha.
Lady of Dublin. Get back up and meet me there.
Batman. Gordon's still gonna be pissed you went around him. But I appreciate you holding back.
Erteki yüzündeki sıratışa. Oğlum birinci bölüm ne zaman bitecek? Ben 2 saattir oynuyorum bunu. Saçmalar.
Armed men on board. This must be it. Be careful, Bruce. Who
İnşallah
knows
canım
what
ya.
the Riddler has up his sleeve?
Ha? Sonrası yok bilmiyorum. Yani bitsin ve kayıt alıyorum ya bir de. Aha.
I'm on board, Al.
Do you see Riddler?
You won't get away with this. What do you think's gonna happen?
I hear him. Need to get a better angle.
You'll see what's gonna happen. My friends will all be here soon. Then you'll see what this is all in aid of. You agency imbeciles really thought you could ensnare me. You and your boss wallowed.
A good spot for cover.
Regret her miscalculations. All your idiot colleagues, too. Hard to blame individuals for institutional incompetence. The agency has a history of terrible decisions. Your agency has been on my heels far too long.
Wait for it.
You're relentless. I'll admit it's going to feel satisfying to get
Don't
my
want him
revenge
raising an
on your
alarm.
predecessors.
I'll move when he isn't
Even if
looking.
you're really just a small part of my plan. What are you talking about? You'll see what I mean soon, of course. Might be angry I brought you. When they understand him.
Öldüm lan. Shift Q'ya basamadım.
Armed men on board.
Harita yaptı öldüm valla.
Be careful, Bruce.
Bir de adam o kadar uyardı, dikkatli ol dedi. Hiç dinlemiyorsun.
I'm on board, Al.
Do you see Riddler?
You won't get away with this. What do you think's gonna happen? What's his name?
I hear him. Need to get a better angle.
You'll see what's gonna happen. My friends will all be here soon. Then you'll see what this is all in aid of.
We found him.
Agency imbeciles really thought you.
Your interrogation of Riddler's man produced solid intelligence. No sight of the missiles yet, though.
They must be here somewhere.
All your idiot colleagues, too.
Hostages.
They appear to be more
3 tane reyna var.
Agents of Vesta and Blake are likely among them, based on what Waller told us.
Your agency has been on my heels.
A good spot for cover.
I'll give it to you. You're relentless. I'll admit it's going to feel satisfying to get my revenge on your predecessors. Even if you're really just a small part of my plan. What are you talking about? You'll see what I mean soon, of course. It might be
Wait for
angry I
it.
brought you here, but
understand why. They'll recognize...
Don't want him raising an alarm. I'll move when
After
he's
all, I am
okay.
uniquely qualified to see the big picture. It's often a struggle making people see that.
You think?
I'm sure you can understand.
Careful.
I know.
Sometimes my methods can appear a little unorthodox. You brought this on yourselves. All of you. You government clods really thought you were smarter than me. It's clear you're in desperate need of some schooling.
Ters bir açı ha.
My friends will be here soon. I'd keep your mouths shut until then.
Hostages first. When they're safe, I can find the missiles. Targeting on Lino.
Ready, Bruce.
Çok salak bir şey yaptım ama. Ama oldu. Oldu.
You can't possibly think clunking a few heads is enough to make me roll over.
Tehlikeli kavuştu.
Oversized vermin!
Batman! Batman!
Agent Avesta.
The floor, it's heating up! Thanks, Batman. Are you all right?
Kesin var ya, Batman'e tuzaktı bu ha.
Oh God, not more.
He's wearing something that neutralizes the shock device.
I've
İşler
memorized your
çirkinleşti.
playbook, Batman. I know all your shallow tricks.
Aa, bende ne numaralar var.
Poor Eli held out longer than I expected, but I knew he'd give me up eventually. All part of the plan.
The missiles.
Bait. Just like the hostages were bait. I knew you couldn't bear to let these agents die. You care too much about the little people. That makes you weak. I saw how you saved Maury. I saw how angry you got about what happened to Fox.
I hurt a lot of people doing what I do. My code is how I stay human.
It's why I'm out here, and you're in there. About to meet your maker. My partners were supposed to be here to see this. I guess I can just show them the bodies. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Get them wrong, one of these agents gets torn apart.
Hayda.
You won't get away with this. You get them right, this happens. I designed this for you, Batman. Gotham's champion of justice will die in an unfair puzzle. Let's get started. We have a lot to get through. I'm curious to see how you'll handle it all.
Ask your questions, Riddler.
Çok emin sordum ama.
Oh, good. I was hoping you'd cooperate. But I don't think the agent next to you shares your enthusiasm. You can handle the sonic blasts. But her... I estimate 3 blasts at most before her insides rupture. This one should be easy, Batman. Close to the heart. I solved a puzzle box for the Bat. Now I'm dead. And I mean dismembered. Closed casket for sure, kind of dead.
Who am I?
If you know the answer, please say it.
Lucius.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Lucius Fox.
Very good, Batman. You saved a life. But...
Thank you.
Batman, don't answer any more of his questions.
No, Blake. I won't let you die.
Number 2. Also, completely self-evident. I am black and blue and bleeding from the ears. Who am I?
I think he means me. Say it.
Don't you dare answer that!
Please, don't let him die. Say it!
You're too clever for me, Riddler. I don't know how to answer.
Finally, some humility from you. It's a shame it's not what I'm looking for.
No!
Avesta, please! Please!
Blake! Oh my god, Blake!
Enough, Riddler. You've made your point.
Just one more, Batman. And then it'll all be over.
I'll distract him. Just get us out of here.
I'm the sharpest mind you'll ever meet. The original genius with Gotham at my feet. Who am I?
You're Riddler. Riddler's the genius.
Well done, Agent. You answered so quickly, you almost deserve not to get the blast.
Hay annen ya.
I'll fire one of the missiles. Use the Batcam to make it target the cage. And use Riddler's trap to protect Iman and myself from the explosion.
İnşallah canım ya. Çok heveslisin ama.
I like what you're saying, Agent Avesta, but you're not the one I need to hear it from.
Missile armed, ready to fire.
Who's the genius, Batman? Who's on top of Gotham now? I want to hear it from you.
I am.
What are you doing? No!
Kafes açılmazsa çok da mantıklı bir fikir gibi olmayacak ama.
Impossible! You think you're clever, don't you? You...
İyi fırlattım ha.
Who's the man who's got no time left?
The Riddler.
Thought you'd get such an easy one right.
Abi her fırlattığımız yere şu sopası da düşüyor ya.
Those missiles are aimed right at the city.
The answer is Batman. be happening!
Güzel hareket ha. Yani artık kalkma. Biri öldü, ne yapayım?
Batman, Lake and I tracked Riddler's ship through the Port Authority logs. We thought we could bring him in ourselves. Riddler snatched us straight off the docks. I should have said no. Urged caution. And now my colleagues are... All we did was hand Riddler more hostages.
What were you thinking? Going after Riddler without backup? You knew how dangerous he was.
I know.
Yani.
But we were so close. I wanted to catch him so badly. After everything he'd done.
Oğlum bağla şunu, bir şey yap ya.
It's over, Riddler. Look forward to a padded cell.
Is this really a victory for you, Batman?
You're the one in cuffs.
Yeah, but you're the one that broke your precious rules. You let one agent die to save another. Well, that can't sit right with you. Can it? Must be an uncomfortable feeling.
I did what I had to do. To save Gotham from you. I don't regret it.
Agents diced into pieces? Another crying her eyes out? If you could stomach that, maybe I was wrong about you, Batman. Maybe you can fight in the gutter after all.
Kim bilir?
I pushed the Batman to his limits. Tested his precious code. And my comrades would have been impressed. I set this all up to show them. I thought they'd back me up, even if they didn't agree. They left me here to deal with you alone. They betrayed me.
I look forward to meeting these friends of yours. They're next on my list.
Good. They deserve it. Unless that white-faced prick set me up. Never told them to meet me here. They broke the pact.
The pact?
Aha. Gitti. Adam öldü. Ulan ne bölüm be. Onu biz alacağız. Bilgisayarda
Lock the
inceleyeceğiz.
ship down. And radio for more medics. But Riddler, is he? Oh, God damn it. I hope it was worth it, Batman.
Worth it?
Riddler's a damn corpse. One of Waller's agents is dead. We're not getting a shred of usable testimony out of Eli Nabel. Not after you beat him half to death in my custody.
Dövmedik
You
lan.
went behind my back with Waller and buried the investigation in the process. This is beyond the goddamn pale.
Oğlum yanlış anlıyorsun.
What were you thinking? How could you undermine me like that?
Stopping Riddler saved lives, Gordon. Everything I did was a means to an end.
Leaving me to clean up a lawsuit and a PR mess. The trust between us, it's gone. Our partnership is over. No more sharing evidence. No more squad car backup.
You're being unreasonable, Gordon. You need my help protecting Gotham.
If what happened at the precinct is protecting Gotham, I want no part of it. I just want to know how we got to such a messed up place.
You're supposed to be the one with the answers, Commissioner.
Bu kadar
Way
yerden
I see
çıkıyor
it,
ya.
Batman took initiative getting a confession from Mabel. You, on the other hand, Gordon, well, you've been 2 steps behind Riddler from the start.
That is not fair.
This mess here, that's on you. Batman's had his priorities straight, but you...
Now wait a damn minute.
Your stonewalling the agency has screwed us all.
You think you could have done better? Way I see it, there's one less bad guy in Gotham.
I don't know whether I could have done better. I do know you could have. If we'd have been working together from the start.
Why, you...
Not another word, Commissioner. Consider it a kindness I don't just straight up get you demoted. Now leave us alone. We have sensitive case details to discuss.
You two deserve each other.
This city is about to find itself in a crisis the likes of which it's never known. Riddler had a crew. Not just any crew. The worst criminal minds from all over the world, here in Gotham. You come across anything about them? I'm assuming you've heard of them by now. Let me know if you have anything to share.
Do your own dirty work, Waller. You'll get nothing from me.
That's a real shame. No one's better suited for this job than you. Evidence in his workshop suggests he was involved in a feud with another member of the group. Dr. Harleen Quincy, former psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum. She's very elusive. Keeps her head down. Much more so than that show-off Riddler. He was going to be my way in once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line. And knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very
Karı taktı bize kafayı abi.
Bruce Wayne.
Aga!